Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
And it's Cruyff. And he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now who's going to be first to this? Rui Costa wins the duel this time. Oh, that is a nice touch. Scholes has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Figo. And it's Cruyff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just eases him off the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he was quick to react. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And this is Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Rui Costa. Figo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, super ball! And he's definitely onside. And that is well cleared. He's having a shot! Out of play for a goal kick. He's had it nicked away. Figo. Oh, terrible pass. He's found a way through. Oh, good effort. Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
First breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Norway with the corner. They're first. And it's hoisted clear. And it's made its way to him. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And this is James Rodriguez. Rijkaard can clear it away. Norway have it back and can go again. Oh, delightful ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Barcola. And that has put paid to that. Barcola had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He's had it taken off him. Barcola cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Figo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Forehand crosses. And the counter is on. Chips it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he... And Cruyff! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very...
Barcola! And yes, it's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
This looks promising. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! Goal! Norway are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
And that is indeed the final act. Spain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So it's back to business. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shifted upfield. Van Basten. James Rodriguez is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Figo. Figo. Van Basten. He's having a hit! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. Serginho gets it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cafu makes a move down the right. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Forlan looking to add to his goal. And it's Serginho. Forlan receives it in a wide position. An instinctive delivery. Oh, that was vital. James Rodriguez. And that's been won straight back. Puyol spots it and intercepts. Scholes. Spread to the right. Looking to play him in. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Cruyff. Scholes. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Barcola. Can he get on the end of this? And this is James Rodriguez. Flings it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rui Costa aims beyond the defence. Baresi with the clearance. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Cruyff. Pinches it off him. Van Basten. Cafu. Now the delivery.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. Vigo. This is a promising build-up. And it's Van Basten. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Dani Olmo, and the shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dani Olmo, looking for the run. Dani Olmo! Goal, Norway! And the comeback is complete. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Norway have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That's a sharp pass. And he's intervened well there. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, played right into his path. Chance! And there's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter. But there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball, and he can pick a really telling pass too. That's vital if you're looking to play a patient, possession-based game.
Showing great feet there. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's the throw. Conte. Nicely weighted ball.
Now it's Scholes. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Figo.
Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Rodri.
He's only too happy to take that back.
And it's Cruyff.
Beckham. And this is Drogba. And he's straight offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough.
And he cuts out the supply. Scholes. Massaro. Cafu. Now this could be a chance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Figo. Eze.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And this is Cruyff. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He has found the way through.
And this is Figo.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area.
The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Great chance here from position A1. Can he spark a counter here? Cafu. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kante kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Rudiger.
Now it's Eze. He's found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. Cleared away. Scholes touches it back. Oh, easy pickings there. Chance here to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise. Succumbs to the pressure. Caceres charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Drogba. And he plays one through.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rodri. And it's Cruyff.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight.
And here's Cruyff.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's had it taken off him.
That's really well cleared.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Drogba!
They want to be quick to recover this. The ball goes in.
Oh, good line! He's scored!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space.
Oh, super ball.
And a chance! And that is all they have time for.
That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Lorient leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline.
Changement. Le numéro 13, Caceres. Le numéro 15.
So right back into the action.
À leur place, le numéro 27, le numéro 10.
Rudiger.
Oh, terrible pass. He's shifting through the gears here. That's really well manoeuvred.
In towards the back stick.
Bullish header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Après 49 minutes de jeu.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Lorient now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Cruyff. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Eze. He's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And that's a throw-in.
Changement pour Lorient. Le numéro 18. À sa place, le numéro 14.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Serginho. Cruyff. Lorient
Do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Beckham considers his options.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
And that's off target.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Yaya Toure
Is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kante wins the duel this time. And it's Kante. Scholes. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's onside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Drogba. It's Rashford! Oh, that's a waste.
Lorient really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
into the last quarter of an hour.
He's found space here, and he's managed to get free. And that's an errant pass.
And the counter is on.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He can run onto that. Great ball, and he's in here. Eze going forward. Just eases him off the ball. Beckham, very much a man of this moment. Nicely shaped ball. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So could they be onto something here? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Serginho's cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Conte. The final 5 minutes.
Cafu. Beckham. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Diouf. Diouf receives real chance! And no mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Après 89
The
minutes de
movement
jeu.
so precise,
Le numéro
the finish
18.
sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Il y aura
And it's
4
difficult to
minutes
find an
de
answer
temps
to it
additionnel.
when it's applied like that.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Now it's Scholes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Serginho gets it away. Kvaratskhelia. Now, can they get him away? Chiellini clears.
So that's it, it is all over.
Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football.
Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
N'oubliez pas l'opération
Cruyff
caritative
picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San
Welcome
Siro.
to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We're up and running then.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
Leadership.
Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Aguero, and he's managed to get free. That has been knocked clear. Chiellini. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho has it out wide and in space. Vieira. Bellingham. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific effort! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Rashford. Rashford going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now, can they get him away?
Van Basten gets a good foot in there.
Cafu is the guilty party there.
Cafu is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Wriggles his way through. He has found Ronaldinho! Goes long and straight. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Haaland.
Ronaldinho.
Aimed beyond the defence. Bonucci kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go.
That is a great pick out. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Delivers with whip. Milan are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Figo. That's a nicely shaped ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's had it taken off him. And no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And a chance!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ronaldinho plays it short, crosses it in, and he gets rid in a hurry. Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Milan have their second corner now.
Punched away.
Bellingham. He was under real pressure there.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Cafu proves just a little bit too strong.
Quickly taken. Aguero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Aguero.
Bellingham.
He's got away. Picked out, tries a shot!
Milan have their third corner.
Cleared away. The ball goes in. Tries to get it clear.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Caught offside that time.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. Rashford. Can he get on the end of this? The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Back on the way then. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Yaya Toure
Is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Baresi with the clearance.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Van Basten.
Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Now he's got space here.
Shoots! And there's a goal! And the game has liftoff! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's made its way to him. Quick look, then plays it in. looks a decent ball. He's having
La
a
sua
shot!
di quest'oggi è di
An attempt which, in
80.607
hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably. And I mean...
There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Milan get their fourth corner. This is Aguero. Yaya Toure. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's been caught napping! Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. And it's Ronaldinho. Spain can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Suarez might just make this. Serginho. Now it's Van Basten. He's in a good position here. Can he get it through? Swings in a impressive jump. Goal! Spain are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, Ronaldinho. Numero 7.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pinches it off him. Cafu. Gerrard. And that is a little undercooked.
Oh, really well played. Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Van Basten. Rashford receives it in a good position here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicked it back promptly. Cafu. Cafu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now he's off and running. Baresi spots it and intercepts.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Haaland. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Rashford. It's a good-looking delivery. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. And it's Kaka. Looking for options for movement.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And he's intervened well there.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, that's nice.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rashford wants to run onto this. Kaká.
And time is up.
A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Well, what a
pour ce
sight
match.
this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
There's the whistle.
Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great. The big chance!
There's an early warning shot across the bow.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Shevchenko powering forward here. Van Dijk makes the interception. Cannavaro. Messi. Over to the right flank.
Good read, needed to be.
Makaleli.
That's really well manoeuvred.
This is the time you need that pace.
Dink through. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. He slings it in.
Puyol with the clearance.
Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's had a shot!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. It's a sweeping cross. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been won straight back. Beckham. And he's having a shot! Spain have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Zanetti. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Gets his head on it! It's hit the crossbar. And a neat finish. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought...
It's Drogba! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space.
Header! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Spain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
been shifted off it.
Spain have hit a quick-fire double here. He is through here. He's got away.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Shevchenko! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. It's Drogba! He's put his foot right through that one.
Drogba clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Pedri.
Diaz. Nicely weighted ball. It's a good-looking delivery.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Makaleli.
Threads one in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Zanetti. Oh, the clearance is... Oh, he's been caught napping! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Rooney.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Looked beyond the defence.
And this Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Hullet. Cruyff.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Deco. Serginho has it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has ended up in no man's land. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And this is Modric. Figo. And he whips it in. Hullet finding himself in space. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Drogba going after that. And it's Cruyff. Desai spots it and intercepts. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Serginho venturing down the left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined. Modric. Neymar. And this is Hullet. And this is Drogba. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Now it's Drogba. Nicely shaped ball. That is good alertness. Thuram. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Chance for a shot! And he's following up! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Modric clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. Brilliantly cut out. Modric.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's straight offside. Figo. And it's Deco. Great vision. Big chance! Goal! Loriot! And it's Loriot who take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable.
Oh, terrible pass. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Lorient are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Well, the idea was a good one. Oh, terrible mistake. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That looks a cracking ball. Caught offside that time. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Deco. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Neymar tries to play it through, and it's Hullet. And the through ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Showing just how
Lorient leading by one at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Lorient looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Marcel Desailly. Coming on the field is number 15, Ronaldinho.
So we're off again. Lorient leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Can he finish? And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Alcaldia restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he get it through? Drogba providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here. Nice control. They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Luka Modric. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Frank Rijkaard.
Rijkaard. And this is Hullet. Nicely weighted ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Cruyff. Ronaldinho. Figo. Akanji clears without hesitation.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Didier Drogba. Number 22, coming on the field.
And that's definitely
Number
not his
2,
best.
Jan Koller.
Right card is
Number
there, and he
10,
can get that clear.
Luis Suarez.
Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Suarez gets flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's a throw. Out of play for a throw. Swings it across. It is a corner. Cleared without hesitation. Lorient have their second corner now. Figo with the short one. Now it's Figo. What a throw in. And this is Drogba. Serginho. He has found the way through. Deco. Looking for the run. Serginho. Oh, good effort! And he's heaved it away. And he cuts out the supply. And he's there to belt it away. Figo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Akanji cuts it out. And he is deftly away. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And the comeback is complete! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Neymar. Coming on the field.
So we have movement on
number
both
21,
benches.
Philipp
Al
Lahm.
Khaldia have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a promising position.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Thuram. Oh, it's come loose.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lobbed in behind. Chips it through. Oh, important interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Akanji cuts out the pass. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. Akanji getting this one clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
That has been cut short. And it's Rijkaard.
Full added minutes
Beckham.
have been indicated.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Maldini did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Neuer claims comfortably. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That'll be a throw. Stood up well to him there. Serginho is there to clear. And that's it. Lorient can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. Again.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Well, what a
to
sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Things already rolling. Lionel Messi's heroics in the Middle East still very fresh in our minds. Oh, what has happened here?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out towards the right wing. Benatia kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Messi. Rashford. Serginho finding himself in space. Serginho's cross. Benatia. And Yaya Toure! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, great leap!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, it's come loose. And the keeper beats it away. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Driving forward.
That's going in strongly.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Figo, nicely weighted ball. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Aguero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's straight offside. Looking to play him in. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Now it's Van Basten. Serginho, he has found the way through. And a header! Goal, Spain! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That ball looks a good one. Rashford has it out wide and in space. Only partially clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rashford clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Can he get it through? Half an hour played now. He's on it, can he get away?
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And they can counter here. Now, can they get him away? Serginho. Cross needs to be good.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Messi. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. Showing good feet. Looking for options for movement. Toure is there and he can get that clear. Rijkaard getting this one clear. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. He's through here. Pass is just off target.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Serginho. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Spain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Spain can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So let's get the ball rolling.
Spain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Figo.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to belt it away. Driven in, tries to get it clear. Defending was strong and firm. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Looks across and plays it in. Benatia can get it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rashford gets into a good position. It's Van Basten! That was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Figo. He's in plenty of space here. Still just a single goal between the sides. Played out to the left flank. Griezmann. Aguero. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
60 minutes played. Rashford. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he can clear it away. Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rijkaard cuts it out. Rijkaard is there to clear. Benatia. Oh no, he's got that wrong. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Good ball, good take. Now there's a fine ball. Shot a goal! And he's quick to get rid. Bullet. Figo. And here's Cruyff.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Look at this. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 20, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 9.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Number 18,
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
coming on the field.
And he's there to get it away.
Roberto Baggio. Number
Oh,
20,
there's a probing ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Costa Curta with the clearance.
Number 80, Ronaldinho. Number
Figo
11,
going forward.
Kevin De Bruyne.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Alexis McAllister.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Spain have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, that's well spotted. And he cuts out the supply, pinches it off him.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Now it's Forlan.
He's picked his way through. That's a nicely shaped ball.
There will be 3 minutes added to
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a chance for Spain to break. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
And we're done.
Spain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given...